Arsenal versus Man City this Sunday could change everything, and every Gooner needs to pay attention. This is it. This is the moment we have been waiting for all season long. Sunday is not just a football match. Sunday is Arsenal going to the Etihad and showing the entire Premier League, showing Pep Guardiola, showing every single doubter out there that this Arsenal squad is ready to win this title. Because right now something is happening that has never happened before in English football history. Something so dramatic and so completely wild that even writing it down feels surreal. Arsenal and Manchester City could end this season so perfectly level in every single way that the Premier League title gets decided by a playoff match. One game, winner takes the trophy. Extra time, possibly penalties, a Premier League title decided by a penalty shootout. That has never happened, not once. In over 30 years of Premier League football, we have never been here before. And right now in April 2026, we are close enough to that possibility that every Arsenal fan on the planet needs to understand exactly what is going on. So let Olivia Sports Arsenal break it all down for you, how we got here, what Sunday means, what a playoff would actually look like, and what every Gooner should be thinking right now. Buckle up. How did we get to this point? For most of this season, Arsenal have looked strong. Mikel Arteta has this team playing with confidence, intensity, and a clear identity. The Gunners have been genuine title contenders, and going into last weekend, things were looking positive. Then last Saturday happened. Arsenal lost 2-1 to Bournemouth at home at the Emirates in front of our own fans. That result hurt badly, not just because of the 3 points dropped, but because of the timing, and the manner of the defeat made it even worse. Then, as if the football gods wanted to twist the knife further, Manchester City went to Stamford Bridge the very next day and destroyed Chelsea 3-0, total domination. A performance that reminded everyone why City have won so many trophies under Guardiola. Just like that, the comfortable buffer Arsenal had started to shrink dramatically. Where does that leave things now? City are 6 points behind Arsenal, but they have a game in hand. And that game in hand is this Sunday at the Etihad. Think about what that means. If City win on Sunday, they cut the gap to 3 points, having played the same number of games as Arsenal. That is a completely different title race with City right on Arsenal's shoulder with real momentum. If Arsenal win, they go 9 points clear, title almost certainly heading to North London. If it is a draw, City close the gap to 4 points, but the game in hand is gone. Every outcome on Sunday carries enormous consequences. This is as big as it gets. The last time these two met back in September 2025, Arsenal and City met at the Emirates. It finished 1-1, a tight, tense match where neither team could find a winner. That 1-1 scoreline matters enormously to the playoff conversation. One of the key conditions needed for a playoff to become possible is that Sunday at the Etihad also finishes 1-1. Two draws, both teams cancelling each other out across both meetings this season. Unlikely, yes. Impossible, absolutely not. And after everything that happened last weekend, nothing in this title race feels impossible anymore. So what actually is a Premier League title playoff? This is the big question. Let us explain it properly. When two teams finish the season on exactly the same number of points, the league does not share the trophy or flip a coin. There is a clear process. First, they look at goal difference, total goals scored minus total goals conceded across the whole season. Right now, Arsenal have a better goal difference than City by 3 goals. So if the season ended today with both clubs level on points, Arsenal would be champions. But what if goal difference is also equal by the end? Then the league looks at total goals scored. Right now, City lead Arsenal by just 1 goal on this front, 1 single goal separating them. If those two measurements are both completely equal, the head-to-head record between the two clubs is examined. How did they get on against each other this season? If either team wins on Sunday, they have the head-to-head edge. But if Sunday ends 1-1 and the head-to-head is level, the next thing checked is away goals in those head-to-head matches. And if somehow that is also equal after everything has been checked, that is when the Premier League arranges a playoff, 1 game at a neutral venue to decide who lifts the trophy. This is in the actual Premier League rule book. It is a real possibility. And this season, for the first time ever, we are close enough that people are genuinely talking about it. Where would the playoff be played? If a playoff is required, the expectation is Wembley Stadium, the national stadium, the home of big moments in English football. But here is the fascinating part. The Premier League rulebook does not actually confirm Wembley. It does not name a specific venue. The reason is both simple and remarkable. This has never happened before. The rule exists as a last resort that nobody expected to actually use. The specific details were never fully worked out because they never needed to be. Now imagine how City would feel about Wembley as the venue. Arsenal are a London club, Wembley is in London. City could make a very reasonable argument that it gives Arsenal an unfair advantage. This situation would create enormous controversy and debate long before a ball was kicked in any playoff. The Premier League would be navigating something it has genuinely never had to deal with before, making decisions in real time with the entire football world watching. The 2012 connection, the phrase title decided by goal difference, will immediately make any football fan think of one specific afternoon, May 2012, Manchester City versus QPR. City needed to win to take the title on goal difference from Manchester United. City were losing 2-1 going into stoppage time. Then Edin Dzeko equalised. Then in the 94th minute, Sergio Aguero scored one of the most famous goals in football history. City won the title on goal difference. Manchester City are the only team in Premier League history to have won the league purely on goal difference. And here in 2026, we could see goal difference matter again. Or we could see something even more extraordinary. Something that goes beyond even that famous afternoon, because while 2012 was decided in a normal match, a playoff with extra time and potential penalties would be on a completely different level of drama entirely. If it goes to extra time and penalties, let us say the most dramatic scenario unfolds. A playoff is required. Arsenal and City meet at a neutral venue. After 90 minutes, it is still level. Then 30 minutes of extra time. Two 15-minute halves with both teams pushing everything they have to find a winner. And if it is still level after 120 minutes, penalties, a penalty shootout to decide the Premier League champions, the most pressurised spot kicks any player has ever taken, every miss potentially costing the club the title, every save potentially winning it. Think about watching that happen. The silence before each run-up, the explosion of noise after each kick. That would be the single most intense sporting moment most of us have ever witnessed. And right now, that scenario is genuinely possible. The Carabao Cup final and what it means for Sunday. This part matters and Gooners need to sit with it honestly. In March 2026, Arsenal and City met at Wembley in the Carabao Cup final. City won 2-0. It was a disappointing day. City were composed, clinical and ruthless. That result matters for Sunday. Guardiola will use it. He will show his players that footage and remind them that when it came to a massive Wembley occasion just weeks ago, they had the mentality to win. He will use that belief as fuel going into Sunday. The question for Arsenal is how they respond to that memory. Does the League Cup final loss create doubt when they face City in another huge game? Or has Arteta found a way to use that defeat as motivation rather than as a weight around their necks? This is one of the most fascinating psychological battles of the whole season, and it will play out on Sunday whether we can clearly see it or not. What do you think? Has this Arsenal squad mentally moved past that Carabao Cup defeat? Drop your thoughts in the comments. What City are bringing and why we cannot underestimate them, let us be completely straight here, because Olivia Sports Arsenal does not deal in blind optimism. We deal in honest Arsenal support. Manchester City are incredibly dangerous, always under Guardiola. They have a winning culture built over many years and many titles. They do not panic, they do not crumble. They have been in these situations before and they know exactly how to handle them. Even when City was 6 points behind Arsenal going into this week, there was no drama from the City camp. No crisis, no public panic, just quiet, focused preparation. That calmness under pressure is something built over years of winning under Guardiola. That does not mean we fear them, not even slightly. But respecting what City bring to Sunday is not weakness, it is intelligence. And every honest Gooner knows it. What Arsenal must do on Sunday, enough about City. Let us talk about our team. Arsenal need to win this game, not survive it, not settle for a point, win it. A win puts Arsenal 9 points clear and essentially ends City's realistic title hopes. It is the definitive statement at exactly the right moment in the season. The first 20 minutes will be crucial. Does Arsenal come out pressing high and setting the tempo, or do they sit back and let City control the game? The answer to that in the opening stages will tell you everything about what the full 90 minutes is going to look like. The midfield battle is where this game will be won or lost. If Arsenal can control that area and limit City's ability to build through the middle, they are very much in this game. If City dominate midfield from the start, it becomes an extremely difficult afternoon. Set pieces will matter too. Both teams are dangerous from dead balls, and one moment of quality from a corner or free kick could genuinely decide the match. Above everything else, mentality. The team that wants it more on Sunday, that runs harder and fights longer and refuses to give an inch, that team wins. Arsenal have to make sure that team is them. The numbers right now, let us lay out the plain facts simply so everyone is clear. Arsenal lead the Premier League by 6 points. Arsenal have 5 games remaining after Sunday. City have 6 games remaining after Sunday. Arsenal currently have a better goal difference than City by 3 goals. City have scored 1 more total goal than Arsenal across the whole season. Those numbers are extraordinarily close. Every match from now until the end of the season matters in a way that almost defies belief. We are at the point in this title race where literally anything can happen. The questions the community needs to answer. Right, it is time to hear from you. These are the questions every Gooner should be asking right now. Do you believe this Arsenal squad has what it takes to go to the Etihad on Sunday and get a positive result? Honest answers only. If Arsenal win on Sunday, do you think the title is basically done? Or would you still be nervous even with a 9-point lead? Would a title playoff excite you or absolutely terrify you? Because honestly, it might be both at the same time. And the question underneath all of this that every Arsenal fan carries quietly in their heart at this time of year is this finally our season? After everything, after all the near misses and heartbreaks and the rebuilding, is 2025 to 2026 the year the Premier League trophy comes back to North London? Get in the comments. We genuinely want to hear every single thought from this community. This is our moment. The 2025 to 2026 Premier League season is writing itself into history right now. Whether it ends with Arsenal lifting the trophy on a normal final day or whether it produces something completely unprecedented like a title playoff with penalties at packed Wembley, this season is already one for the ages and Arsenal are right in the middle of it. Fighting, competing, believing. Sunday is the next chapter, the Etihad. One of the biggest games in recent Arsenal history, a match that could define this entire season in one single afternoon. Olivia Sports Arsenal will be here for every second of it, covering every angle, sharing every emotion and going through every moment of this title race together with this community because that is what Arsenal support looks like. Passionate, intense, honest and completely all in no matter what. Come on Arsenal, go and win this game. Go and take that giant step towards bringing the Premier League trophy home where it belongs. Drop your score predictions in the comments right now. And if you have not already subscribed to Olivia Sports Arsenal, this title race is the perfect reason to do it today. Up the Arsenal, always.